Yo, what up? This is Big Cappuccino and the Great Wu-Tang Clan, Killer Bees on the Swarm.
Yo, what's up, man? It's your boy Bizarre from D12.
Yo, what's good, y'all? This is DAWG Fresh.
Hey, Redman is in the building. You already know.
Hey guys, this is Emily Peachy.
Shout out, man, to Worldwide Collaborations, man.
I want to shout out Worldwide Collaborations LLC.
Shout out to the Worldwide Collaborations LLC.
World Movement, beyond thousands of movements.
The world movement, beyond thousands of movements.
All about representing each other together. So check this out.
What's up? You want to be a part of this? You want to be a part of the Worldwide Collaboration?
You guys should all be a part of Worldwide Collaboration.
Worldwide Collaborations LLC. Check us out, man, and check what's going on, man. Word up. I have recently been choosing to be a spokesman and an ambassador, so you will see a lot more of me. Join the movement, man. It's beyond thousands of movements right now and talents put together, all about representing each other together.
I want to join, so I might see you there. All right, much success.
It is a worldwide collaboration song.
Yeah. Look, brainstorm and created.
Welcome to another star-studded episode of the Chatterbox with King Jacob. I'm your host, King Jacob, and we are back once again. And, and we tapped in, and salute to finally Regina for plugging me with this sensational guest this evening. We appreciate you. For sure. So, man, we have another star-studded episode, and, a terrific Tuesdays, man. Tune in Tuesdays, and we're going to chop it up, man. So, without further ado, I'll go ahead and let the guest introduce himself to the audience so you can get familiar with who he is.
All right. Sounds good, King. All right, King. First of all, I'm Dubba Shottz, a.k.a. the Big DAWG. I'm out of Atlanta, Georgia, born and raised somewhat in Augusta, Georgia. I do soul and trail ride music. So just bringing the world new style and in the trail ride and a new experience for myself because I used to be a rapper, but changed over. So. Okay. I'm excited, brother, and I'm having fun at the moment.
That's what it's about. That's what it's about. So, man, early on, man, how did you realize that you had a gift? As far as the music goes, man. Like, when did you actually start?
Oh man, let's go back. I have heard several stories when I was a little kid. When my dad was a musician in the band with Jada Pickett and them, and he sat in with James Brown and all them. And his name was Chris Lowe, but he's minister, Dr. Reverend Chris Lowe. And my dad tell me stories of the time when I've been around James Brown a lot when I was little. And there was a point of time where I heard that I had a suit on, I was clean. I was about, I think, 4 or 5 years old, something like that. And I was on the side of the stage, and he was inviting kids on the stage, and he's like, they said somebody pointed at me in the corner and said, "Look at that kid over there. How about that child over there?" So he's like, "Yeah, nephew, come on." So James Brown had me come on, and they played the music. And then the kids dancing, and they said that I took the crowd by surprise. So they felt that I was going to be a natural. So I just grew up enjoying music of all cultures. Just going up in the years, I joined in the chorus, did the band, got to Laney High School, man, got in the chorus, singing and stuff. And man, from that point on, I just knew then, I guess music followed me. From that point on, it must have hit me then, and it stayed with me, man. And I started out rapping, man. I say in my 20s or so when I was in the military. I won a contest in the military. out in Fort Lewis. They had a contest out in Seattle, man. I won a rap battle contest out there. And from that point, man, it went in stages and stages. I say 26 or so when I really took it serious and gave myself a name. My first name was Mr. Money, and went from Mr. Money to Steady, and Steady to HB Steady. And after that, totally, I end up getting and touching into the Southern Soul and Trail Ride, and changed my name to Dubba Shottz. And that's how it started, man. I mean, it was in me from the beginning, roots.
Okay, man. So you know, the Southern Soul and the Trail Ride music.
Yes, sir.
You know, it really gave us a sense of urgency. It made us feel good after we had just came out of COVID, been trapped in the house for almost
That's
2.5 years. And so, man, what do you feel that Southern Soul has done for the community and just for artists who felt like they didn't have a voice, and now Southern Soul gives them that voice?
I'm gonna tell you, I feel Southern Soul give you that hope and opportunity that you can be great in that field. There was a time of a point when I was doing rap. Let's go back to rap, where I felt I want to give up. You digging it? Because they had so much violence and so much different situations where, you know, I got children and stuff, and you got to think about your future, your kids, and you don't want to be nowhere with your kids. And you're going somewhere, somebody jealous, and then they pop you, and they end up hitting your kid by accident or something, you know? So I had to think beyond, you know, just me. I had to think about my kids and the future and the whole scenario. So what I'm going to say is it provided to me a safe haven where the violence is not there. You understand? Where it's just people enjoying, they can enjoy entertaining the crowd. And there's a type of crowd that acceptance, and it ain't a wild crowd. You see, and it's a fun crowd. It's you know, like back in the day where they had the juke joints and all that stuff when they was in the field and all that and all that. It seemed like that to me. That vibe, that we're gonna have fun vibe is with Southern Soul and Trail Ride.
Okay.
Where it's safe, you know, it's like a safe haven where entertainers can really make it, and independent wise, they can really, you can really get to the money independent wise, you know, once you grasp where you headed and where you want to go. I feel like you have a better chance of making good money.
Okay. And so as far as you, man, what was your very first Southern Soul song that people heard?
Yeah, the first one I did was called Champ Step. It was I bought it out. It was featuring Miss Sassy out of Dothan, Alabama. I bought that song out. It was a line dance song, really. It was one of my babies that I did way back when I was rapping, believe it or not. And I said, I want to do a Southern Soul song. So I ended up doing a line dance song instead at first. And that it grasped people a little bit, but it just wasn't enough. You got me, brother? So I had to go dig down. And at that time when I went digging, I went and contacted a brother by the name of Shout Out to D Ford. And I said, hey, brother, I need help. I need you to give me the sound that I need to get in this field and be heard. So he sent me some tracks and let me check them out. And that's when I ended up doing Big DAWG. And Big DAWG is like a Southern country soul track. And Big DAWG really got me out of that, you know, just starting phase. It lifted me up a little bit. And Tennessee and especially Mississippi, Holly Springs and all them took it by surprise with 96.2 banging. Jazzy Jeff, the first, you know, he got a hold of that song, man. And all I know is my streams started going up. Man, it went from 100,000 $200-300. I'm like, whoa, you know, they liked it. It started floating around Arkansas. They were playing it, and then went to West Memphis, Tennessee, Nashville. I'm like, wow. So it started bouncing around, and that's how the career started with me, man. Honestly, it started with one song, and then it went to the next phase, and that was that first track I got from D Ford, For That Feel.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And tapping in with us, true sister. We appreciate you tapping in. Thank you so much for joining, you know, the live and just tapping in. And yes, your feedback will definitely be appreciated. So now let's go back to the line song, the line dance.
Yes,
And
sir. Yes, sir.
you know, so just explain to the people, and you know, line dancing been popular forever. I remember as a young jit, we doing electric slide. You know, we out
That
there
oh man,
at the
that was the thing. You couldn't tell them that back then with electric
right,
slide, bro.
right,
That was the
right. So
easiest dance there was, man. I mean, everybody can do electric slide, you know.
right,
Yes,
and
sir.
then just to be able to get out there with the old folks and have fun with them, and
Exactly,
do it,
exactly.
you know, and you know, at the backyard barbecues, at the fish fries, you know,
That's
and the
right.
DJ definitely gonna play the electric slide. So why does line dancing get so popular? It seems like a line dance song is an overnight sensation. Why do you
Okay,
think that is?
I'm gonna tell you the truth. What it is for some reason, people like to be involved. You don't feel involved. And I learned that. And I heard that terminology. Got to give her credit. I heard that terminology from DJ Jen, from Final Regina. She said everybody wants to feel involved, you know, and I learned that from her. And be honest with you, that everybody want to feel involved. So with that being said, it makes sense that line dance make you feel involved. It attacks you to the artist, what the artist want, right? That's what the artist want, participation. And what it does is it makes you feel a part of the song, the hit, because you out there
Right.
dancing, you out there doing the moves, and it's easier for you to do. And to be honest with you, you know, the Cupids and all that, those line dances uh, just end up they turn the party up, man. I've just been around the party. When you cut those line dances on, you just see people bouncing up out the seat, man. They lift up like somebody actually just picked them up and pull them on the floor.
Hmm.
Yes. So
Yeah. So I you know, it's funny you say that, man, because you know, I just think that when it comes to the cha-cha slide and the Cupid shuffle,
exactly.
it used to be people on the dance floor that I didn't even think could dance, but
I'm telling you, bro, you'll become a dancer overnight. I'm talking about people that can't dance for real. You
uh,
know? And I got one that I got a a person that can't dance, but I ain't gonna say. I might get jumped though. But
But when it comes to that cha-cha and they Cupid shuffle, man, you know,
yes,
people
sir.
love it, man. So you know, line dances are so popular, man. And you know,
That's
just to
right.
ask, man, do the line dances still be popular at the trail rides?
Can I tell you the truth? They do. But what I've learned is people ready to party. So I mean, anything that's gonna get you up, dancing and moving, the trail ride, hey man, they're gonna just grasp to it and grab to it and gravitate to it. You
Okay,
see,
okay,
and that just anything that make you want to party, just make you feel like, hey, I want to dance, I want to party. Sometimes the line dance and the stepping, yeah, they do that. But at the trail ride, they're more of the partying, man. I mean, now the trail rides, you know, more of the younger racers starting to come to the trail
okay.
rides. You got the 20s now and stuff are coming. You know that, right? They're gravitating to it and
Right.
enjoying that type of music.
Mm.
So with that being said, I noticed even with the styles now of the trail ride music and the soul and all that, we're moving just a little towards being what the old folks used to call it hip. You see what I'm saying? Where
Right.
where I feel the young race it gives them the trail ride music gives them I can say make them feel comfortable about being out hanging out with the older crowd.
Yeah,
The
it really
music,
gives them
yeah,
it gives them a safety net, so they ain't got to worry about
exactly,
the rip rap. Right, right,
exactly. Yeah,
right.
it give them that. Yeah,
And
so
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 with
now
the
people know that I can go have some fun. So that's why you notice a lot of those concerts and a lot of those they be packed because I'm safe.
mhm.
I mean, they might got cops there, but they ain't got to worry about nobody coming there and saying somebody got shot at trail ride. You see what I'm saying? That usually don't happen.
Right, right. And
So
so finally Regina says it's more personal to interact with the crowd as well.
oh yes, that's true. That's true. She's right. She's correct. Yes, sir. She's correct on that one. She's
Right.
correct with that one.
So
That's right.
let me ask you a question, man. Why do you think, you know, the trail ride caught on like wildfire? And you know, I'm looking around, man, and I'm like, man, you know, I remember growing up going to bonfires
That's right.
and you know, but the trail ride has just taken off like a locomotive, man. Like it's like a thief in the night, man. It just came out of I feel like it came out of nowhere, man. And you know, you have Southern soul singers, but you have them Southern soul singers, and when you look up their profile in parentheses, it'll say trail ride artist.
Artist. And
So
that one
so
of them.
so
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 yeah, that's the yeah.
what's that difference between that Southern soul singer that you know do the parties, do the clubs, and a person who put in parentheses trail ride artist? What is
The
that
diff-
difference?
okay, I'm gonna explain to you. Well, me myself, the trail ride artists are more entertainers. They're more they entertain and interact with the crowd more. I feel trail ride artists make music to pretty much entertain, and you got the Southern soul and blues artists. They do more singing. They're singers. They reach folks with their voices. We reach folks with our energy and our how can I say with our creative,
Showmanship
yeah,
and style.
showmanship and yeah, style and showmanship. So that's what it's more about. We more showmanship and they're more singers, and that's the difference. That's why, in all honestly, if a good promoter would be smart, you want to mix the two because you're giving the crowd the whole full package. If you mix the two, you know, I've seen certain shows where you know how you look at the lineups, brother, and it be just Southern soul artists. Now, you know, you don't have the ones if the Southern soul artists don't have no line dance song or something like that or something that's gonna move, then what happened is to me, I feel like you know, you got to have a balance because you need somebody to get the party started, somebody to crank it up, somebody to liven it up and get the singers ready to go. Because you know there'll be some good singers. You got King George and a lot of other folks, music that move through people and everything. Even finally, Regina got my favorite song. She got Sneaky Intentions. A lot of those songs, it grab us and it can gravitate to us. But at the beginning, you got to get somebody out there to get that party going. So what I would do is get a Jeter Jones or Arthur Young or artists like myself or somebody that can get the party going. That makes sense. Get it
Right.
started and get them their attention. Where then now they're ready to grasp and pay attention to the singer and let the singer move through them with their voice and
Okay, okay,
and their show. My
okay.
opinion.
So does everybody is everybody's favorites when it comes to the trail ride? Jeter Jones and Arthur Young.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Those two to me are the powerful forces in the game right now. You know, to me, the trail ride. I mean, those are the ones that and especially Arthur Young. I like Arthur Young energy, man. When he come in, it's like he come in there, man, and he step in there and he hit that note, yo, and then before you know it, everybody they with it, bro, and everything. Jeter Jones come in there, and his presence alone just make people, you know what I'm saying? They happy. They're yo, he finna get down. He coming there to get the party started, and that's my action. That's the way I am. I mean, when a person see me, I want them to know, shout of the doubt. Oh man, he's finna come turn this thing up. It ain't no turn down. You understand? We finna have some fun.
But
We
you
about
know
to
when
go
you
from 0 to 10.
right. But you know when you out there talking junk and you got that DJ that's doing that mix, man. So every Southern Soul party I done went to, the DJ let them get a little of that Jack Daniels and that bootleg in them,
That's
a
right.
good mix break and you know, when when the women, you know, start putting their hands on their hip, and you know he gonna play that Theodos. He gonna
That's
say
right.
you ain't did nothing till you stand up in it. So
That's true.
so
And then how you say, I'll crank up the little West Love move, work it. You see what I'm
that's right.
saying? And
That's
that's
right.
it.
That's
Once
right.
you crank that up, they dancing. They up. You see
Yeah.
1,000 people out
Right.
there trying to do
Right.
it. Yeah.
Right. So as far as you know, the new era of Southern Soul and the Southern Blues, like
That's right.
when you got Bobby Womack and Marvin Cease and
That's
and
right.
and, 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 and Marvin Cease, you know, he talked about licking that candy for 12 minutes long. You know,
Exactly.
you know what I'm talking about.
Exactly,
You know,
bro.
so
Exactly.
so when it comes to the Bobby Womacks and the Roy C's and the Tyrone Davises and now you got, you know, the Tuckers and the Jeter Joneses and the Arthur Youngs and the Big Males and
That's
you know
right.
the Sir Charles, like I
And big, yeah, man. Yeah, you're right, brother. And you can keep going on. And you know what I love about this game, man? You got a lot of new artists that are starting to rise
yeah
up, man. And that
yeah
I had a chance to actually hang around with and be around, and I'm just excited to be around them because they're talented, brother. I mean, they got songs that move you, and they're talented, and I like them. You know what I'm saying? And I just love the fact that I feel like this game ain't gonna die because you got a lot of artists starting to come up, brother.
oh no
With,
man,
with
I can tell you this. I give it another year or so.
yes, sir.
It's gonna be a Southern Soul artist that get Grammy nominated. I promise you.
Exactly. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
You're right.
yeah. They
You're
gonna
right.
be Grammy nominated, BET Awards, the Image Awards, all that, bro. It's coming. It's
You're
coming
right, brother.
because the genre is spreading like wildfire, man. And
Oh, yes,
then
it is.
and then what I do love about Southern Soul is so community based.
Yes, sir.
It's so community. So how do you think that Southern Soul has, you know, created this alliance to put the artwork in its truest form of art, but yet it impacts community development? How do you think that happened so fast?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I said before, I feel, brother, it's just the music, man. The, it is hard to explain, man. These artists is like the King George, the Tuckers, the Ronnie Bells. It's just like the topics they bring up, the music they have. It gravitates to you and it causes you to just feel good and want to move. So I'm feeling like what happened is when all these artists start popping all these nice songs back to back, you got me, brother. Like just like the rap was and everything else, you know, when people heard finesse 2 times, you know what I'm saying, first and all that. You got me? It's the
Right,
same thing when you got with the Tucker and the King George and all that. It's just like how they felt about finesse 2 times, right or wrong, when this
right,
time was popping, and how
right,
they felt about young Thug and all that when this time was popping. I feel what with the neighborhoods, man, what's going on is once people been looking for this feel good music, I call it. And you can listen and have fun with this feel good music and feel safe at the same time. You can go party somewhere, and if somebody else have that going on only, you ain't got to worry about getting shot.
right. Of
So
course.
I'm
You're right.
feeling like this is what restored the neighborhood. This is what restored, you understand, order in the music field in general. I feel like Southern Soul and trail ride music can be that entity together that can restore the safe haven of the world in general. That's how I feel like this is really gonna be the next wave. if the people keep paying attention and seeing how safe it is, where they ain't got all this crap going on. You know what I'm saying? And everything that you be seeing at other places and concerts and all that. I just feel like, you know, like you said, give it another year, and it's like the world being a better place. Because my drift brother,
Right. I can dig it. I
I'm
can
feeling
dig
like
it.
that's the move, you know. And for a person my age, like I'm in the 40s, you know what I'm saying? Almost close to 50. That's giving me another 20 years. Think
You
about
right?
it. You know, that's another 20 years. I just bought into the game. You see what I'm saying? By diving into this, I just gave myself 20 more years to get myself right. Think about it. You know, that's
That's
like a
right.
second chance when you rapping and you ain't getting it right. You ain't getting to a certain point. But then you end up with another, God just offer you another chance to get it right, especially if this is something that you really love and enjoy. And you know, and you really want to see yourself make it to this certain level. And then you will be comfortably okay. Like, okay, I accomplished the goal I've been trying to accomplish for so many years. Make sense?
Makes sense. So you know, and I want to say shout out to Miss Yvonne Brown. I appreciate you tapping in,
That's
and
right. That's
and,
my
and, and,
manager. Yep.
and thank you for tapping in. And I'm definitely gonna get Miss Yvonne on here as well. So for sure. Uh,
Yes, sir.
so so with that being said, man, now I'm gonna ask you an interesting question. I
Let's
just
do
I,
it.
I I just I just want to see how you feel music, and how music hits your spirit. So, give me 5 Southern soul artists, male and female, that you would like to collab with.
Okay. On the male end, I heard Stan Butler's song. I got a favorite song of Stan Butler's that I like because he got that deep voice, that like that church, you know, that
Right,
uncle at church deacon voice.
right, right.
I like Stan Butler. I like King George because King George got that persuasive, and he looks like a regular artist. That makes sense. When you
It
come to the
does, it
stage,
does.
he looks ordinary.
Well, me and King George from the same state. We both from South Carolina, and I
That's right.
remember,
That's right. I'm King
I,
George.
I,
That's right.
I remember when King George used to rap. So yeah,
Exactly.
but
Exactly. You're right. That's what
but
I'm saying.
but
So now I used to rap.
I
So
do
and he
I
ain't
do know.
changed. He ain't changed himself up either. And I like that. He just
Right. Right,
and
but
that's what I
one
like.
thing
I
I can
like
tell
that
you,
brother.
one thing I can tell you about King George is, before the rapping, his granny had him singing in church every Sunday.
Got you.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
I
So
can tell you gotta think about it now. Because of that doggone gospel drift in them songs.
yeah,
You
yeah.
can feel the spirit. Am I right or
Right.
wrong? It just
You
yep. So I can tell that now. That's the secret. I can tell that.
okay? Okay. Go
And then
go ahead.
we're gonna keep
Continue.
going.
Uh-huh.
Um, I like Ronnie Bell, believe it or not. I like Ronnie Bell.
Oh yeah.
Um, I like Ronnie Bell. Ronnie Bell's a good guy. Let's say, let's keep going. We're gonna say, I ain't gonna lie now. I love Arthur Young.
Okay.
I like Arthur Young's energy, the way he
Right.
come in, his charisma, the way he just step up. Now I ain't gonna lie, I look up to Arthur Young, and I like Jeter. Jeter be my last one. I like Jeter. You know, those are
Okay.
the trail riders. You know, you got Southern Soul Trail. I like both, and those will be the artists that I will. Now female wise, was the top of the list was at the time was West Love. I
Okay.
liked her singing voice and everything at the time was West Love. And believe it or not, we'll say, I'm gonna tell you, when it comes to like the top artists, West Love was really the only one that I liked it. You feel what I'm saying? At the time that I grasped to actually, you understand, right? It was just the song itself that gravitated me on the female end. That makes sense.
Right.
Now, to be honest with you, the ones that's coming up, you know, like the upcoming ones that you can see in the
Hmm.
next couple of months or the next year being hot, featuring wise. Now I can name some of them.
Okay.
Now
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest with you, to be straight up with you. Now some of those artists will be the ones that I like to feature with female wise, because
Okay.
I feel like that they're stronger females that's coming up right now in the game. That makes sense. That
makes sense.
that you might hear from in the next couple of months. That's up there where West Love is at. I'm just being honest with you. Now I got 4 more females left, and I can name them quick.
Go ahead.
Mika, finally Regina.
Mm-hmm.
You got Lady Shabazz.
Mm-hmm.
I like Lady Shabazz. One of her songs I like. I think she's a be okay artist and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last and not least, to me, will be Coco 706. That's out of 706 out of Columbus, Georgia. I like her singing too. So those are like upcoming ones that I feel like that can hit that'll be hitting that threshold here in the next couple of months. I feel that'll be at that level where West Love at, and I believe can be right there with them. So that'll be my 5 list on the female end.
Okay.
Like some of you may have never actually heard of, but you will hear about.
Right. I heard
Yes,
of all the female artists that you named though.
Yes, sir.
But you know, man, I'm gonna tell you what's one of my favorite songs right now by a female artist. That woman told you whether you from Germany, whether you from Korea, whether you from Sudan, whether you from Ghana, or whether you from anywhere in America. If you don't get no other man in your life, you better get you a Southern man. Good Lord have mercy. She said, get you a Southern man.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm talking about? And man, we're gonna go to a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back, man.
Sound like a winner.
With Dub, man, and we talking the talk.
You know how we do. That's right, King. That's right.
Yes, sir. So let's go.
Let's go.
I'm tired of lying, and it's getting plain to see. I done tried hard to deny, but this woman changing me. Might go to the clubs, but I leave kinda early, and I don't drink and drive, but chug and jive, so my woman ain't gotta worry. No. See, I can't be playing with her heart or playing with her mind. We ain't getting no younger, can't play with my time. And I know she miss me and can't wait to kiss me. So I might be invited tonight. You ain't gotta look for me. I might be invited tonight. Yeah.
All right, man. That's the young boy out of Mississippi, Too Smooth, man. That used to be a rapper, but now he's a Southern soul artist, and we see why. And we see why he's a Southern soul artist.
He's saying.
Oh yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, he's saying.
Yeah, yes, sir. So, man. I think that you know, Southern soul got a lane where you feel it deep down in your spirit, and I tell people all the time. Southern soul ain't nothing but secular quartet. That's all it is.
That's all it is. That's right.
That's all it is, man. If you grew up listening to the quartet music, man,
that's right.
And if you lay back and listen to the percussions and the guitars,
that's right,
and the harmonica, Southern soul is secular quartet. And I want to say shout out to Arthur Lynette for tapping in with us from Charlotte, North Carolina. Shout out to her. Appreciate you tapping in. And man, so. As far as you go, man, as far as you know, as far as Southern soul, why do you think that the youth is tapping in? 25, 26, 27 years old. Did they really tapping in, man?
I'll be honest with you. Goes back to that safe haven. Everybody want to feel safe now, man, and they seeing how much fun. They seeing the outside of what's going on with the Southern soul artists, and just seeing how their movement is going. They see the graph and how quickly the growth and the movement is going. Like your music is being felt then, and people are starting to gravitate to you. Or say, for instance, you got another person on here that might have a good show. That makes sense. And they start gravitating to it. People are looking to see, like, let me see, what you would say, the vibe in general is just the happy vibe in general. People want to be a part of that happy vibe.
Right.
So
And,
they see it, and
then what's crazy about the vibe, man, and I ain't gonna sit here and tell you no lie, man. When my partners brought a Tucker in West Love and what's old boy name from Texas, man? Big boy from Texas.
you
I
talking
think
about oh man, what's the dude? The big.
yeah,
I'm
but
trying.
when they brought him down here to Saluda, South Carolina, man, for Tucker, I seen people from 18 years old all the way to 70 years old.
And you know why? Cause they aunties.
Yeah.
Yeah, brother, they aunties is listening to Tucker. You got me, don't you? They grandmas that feel like they young still is listening to Tucker.
Right.
So you got them in there hanging out or going to see grandma, and they listen to Tucker. They go, grandma, what you listen to? All right, that. And that's Tucker. So they're gonna go get their little phones and get to looking up Tucker. What they gonna do? Press the social media, listen to Tucker, and gravitate to it, and they fall in love with it. That's how King George blew up. A lot of young folks listen to King George, believe it or not. You got me. So guess what? That goes back to the aunties, the mamas, and the grandmamas. Am I right or wrong?
That's right.
They're the ones that helped Tucker and all of them go up this year and gave us the gravitation to pay attention to what's going on, because it made us grab our phones. Because you know them phones is just for the young folks. That's their life. Am I right or wrong? The tablet, the phone. So they're going to use that, bro, and they're going to be like, let me see who that is. They knows it. Let me see who that is. Oh, man, I like that song. They're going to find something on that song, right or wrong. Something on YouTube they're going to like. And that's it. And they're going to go tell their friends, hey, man, check this song out here. Girl, check this song out. Hey, dog, check this song out here, boy. He got down on this one. She got down on this one. I like her. I like what she doing. I like what he doing. And I feel they're the ones that encourage the younger race. You see what I'm saying? Without them even noticing it. They didn't notice. They just enjoying the music themselves, not knowing by them enjoying the music themselves and they're hearing it, that it caused them to be nosy and look it up. And they by themselves listen to it in their cars while they ride. I like that song.
You know, I tell young people all the time, you got the same vibe we had, because you know, when my dad used to play that Manhattan's honey, you are my shining star, don't you go away.
Exactly.
I was listening to it, but as I got 18, 20 years old, that record came back into play. I said, but that record was a whole vibe.
Exactly. It brought back a memory.
Right, right. A whole vibe, man. And so shout out to Miss Kenya Burn for tapping in with me, man. Thank you so much for tapping into the podcast. And man, I just want to say that it's songs that you and I grew up hearing. You know, like that people don't understand. James Brown told you it's a man's world, but it won't be nothing without a woman.
Exactly. And see that, you know, that's my great uncle. And I mean, I can tell you stories about him, make you laugh, man. But when I used to come in from Atlanta, now I'll give you a little short story. When I used to come in from Atlanta, man, and I used to go down to the Austin's house, because that was my mother's, Leon Austin and him is my mother's godfather, God bless the dead. And they used to welcome me, you know, when I come in from Atlanta to Augusta. Come on down here, honey. You know, come on. You ain't got to get no room. Come on down. We got plenty of rooms in this house, big house. So I used to get, you know, I used to come down there, hit the room, you know, I'm napping out for a minute before I go do my thing, right? Well, there's times where James Brown stopped by the house. He stopped by the Austins, And then, you know, my mama talked to him every now and then, and he'll stop by the Austin's when he visited in Augusta, right? So he'll come by there, and you know, just ironically, I just been and came in or whatever, I'll be asleep. And when they tell him I'm in there, he always would come in there and say, "Nephew," I'm like, "What?" You know, I'm half asleep. He'd be like, "You still rapping?" Like, "Yeah." "When you gonna leave that rap alone?" And that was his favorite line. "When are you gonna leave that rap alone? You don't need to be rapping. You better than that." And I mean, that stuck with me, you know, for so many years. It stuck with me. It stuck with me. It stuck with me. And it's funny that I end up leaving the rap alone. You get me, man? All the years it took, but I'm laughing because it took. I end up leaving the rap alone.
Well, on that level, man, he really know that you came from that singing background, and he really know that you came from, you know, that background where you was always around live instruments, playing music and stuff like that.
Exactly.
And so have you picked up a guitar or a keyboard?
You may not believe this. That's the only thing I only did the drums, but that's the only thing I ain't do. Now my daddy's a musician; he can play anything. But you know the difference. I end up being more of a sheet music writer, you know, and reader than anything. So I can read music and listen to it and pick up by ear, you know, and
back up, bro. We gonna go back for a minute, man. So for people who haven't been around old school gospel singers or old school church singers, man, if you see an old man reading sheet music, that man can sing in any octave, any run, in any key. Because a lot, this day and age, people wouldn't even understand how to read sheet music.
Because they don't understand the notes and the piano notes, the B flat, the C. They don't understand that, and they don't understand exactly what it is. But being around all of that, I end up having a love for music to the fact that it's just sound and reading and paying attention. You know, like I told you, when I went through the classes, I enjoyed going through the music classes and how I learned and picked up. So I don't know, man. It gravitated to me where I can write music. I can write different style music for anybody. You got me? And knowing the sound, knowing anything. I remember the time that I was rapping, and you know how everybody was using the auto-tune, right? I had a joke that the engineer came in and said, "Hey, man, I tried to put this auto-tune. I'm trying to figure out," you know, he tell me, "Man, I'm trying to put this auto-tune, but how in the world you ain't messing up? And you hitting the right note, bro. I the tune, but I had to take it off, some of it off. You get me?" Right. And I'm just telling you, in general, with that background, brother, it helped me understand music in general. So like when I jumped in this field, believe it or not, picking those tracks and stuff that D4 and all them give me, because I like those deep bass guitars. And D4 is the man with that, bro. Oh, man. He's the man with that deep. That guitar, that sound do something to me, brother. And that bass. And I like the music that people can feel. That makes sense?
It does.
Because it gravitates them. And if you can do a song and they can feel it while you perform it, to me, it's just gonna be a good impact. That is my opinion. It's a good impact. Those instruments that a person can feel, I think it'll gravitate to them and then make them get up and oh man, or make them move, even if they don't like you, brother. They may not even like you, and then it make them do this. You know, you done did something. That's my opinion. I mean, I just feel like so the sheet music and learning the music to me is what helped me.
Okay. And as far as you know, you working with different DJs, different producers, and different engineers. So with that being said, man, how do you decide of what engineer, what producer you want to work with, and what are the levels of expectation once you work with them?
Okay, like I'm gonna tell you, I had a scenario with I believe in relationships and long-term relationships, okay? And what I try to do is I try to build and get an understanding with who I'm working with. Like, okay, we're gonna start with the engineer. I know music. I feel the engineer should know music because they're the ones that's handling it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there may be some things that I may not understand. That makes sense on their engineering side. And a lot of engineers ain't gonna take the time to teach you and say, okay, this is why I did this, and I'm doing this because this here, or give you or be the best, give you the best that they know they can give you. You understand? So what happens is, I feel my opinion when these engineers, you got to find the person that's gonna you can feel good about, that's gonna teach you, and you feel giving you the best advice and your best interest. That makes sense? Because you got to find people for your best interest, because people be in for the money too.
That's
And
right.
you got to distinguish the two, is what I'm saying. And it might take a minute. You might go through 3 to 6 engineers before you find that right person that's for your best interest, and you feel it's for your best interest. And that's what happened to me, and that's how I end up with the studio plug, Aurier.
Okay.
Yeah, so I end up with him because he showed me what the other ones did wrong, and he didn't say it as a bad mouthing them. You understand? He said it as, Jesus, why did this brother do it? I know this brother. Why would he? He said, and then he explained to me where you're not supposed to put a plug in on a vocal. You know what I'm saying? You understand how? You understand, right? A instrument plug in on a vocal level. He was explaining. He was telling me, I don't know why they did that. That don't sound.
He was just giving you the real. He just giving you
Exactly.
the real.
Exactly. Pretty much. And when it comes to the producer, let's go to the beat maker. When it comes to the producer, I don't know what it is, but I gravitated to a lot of producers, man. Big producers there. For some reason or another, it's like I tell them what I want, and I explain to them, and I guess because I know music, it makes it easier for them. Does that make sense? Because
Mm-hmm.
when they send me the music, it's like they send it with ease and happiness. Because they be like, okay, I know he's going to pick something out of this. You understand how some people give you a package to pick out of, and then you got these other folk, and they be like, no, man, but then you ain't get this man nothing to go off of. You asking this man to create something, right or wrong, and bring it to you and let him pick.
Right.
So what happened is, with the producers, I end up building a good relationship with these producers, I guess because I know music a little more than certain people and understand it more clearly, where I can explain to them what I actually want and need, that I feel I need. Or like I did with D4, I said, hey, bro, I need you to help me get in this game. Let me hear some of the songs, you know what I'm saying? Some of the tracks you got, and see if I can gravitate to it. That's how we started our relationship, because I asked for help and he gave me
Okay.
the help. He showed me different styles and say, pick one, pretty much. Listen to this. Listen to this. This is blues. You got me, don't you, brother? This is Southern Soul. This is Trail Ride. Listen to these tracks and see if anything you can gravitate to anything. And that's how I end up building my own image and
Hold on,
everything.
hold on now. This producer
Yes.
devoured the sound for you. This is blues. This is Southern Soul. This is Trail Ride. And this is a Southern Soul ballad or a blues ballad.
Mm-hmm.
So he sent you tracks of all different types
That's
and
right.
said whatever you want to do, let's do it.
Exactly. What lane you want to go in. So I listened to those tracks and I listened to them, and I gravitated more towards the mixture of the Southern Soul and the blue and this Trail Ride side. So, and in the midst of it, it's mighty funny. Once I gravitated to it and I went and asked him for another pack. I bought back when I bought, another couple of songs, right? Beats I want to buy. And with the next one, I end up getting a mixture, like a blend mixture. You get where I'm coming from?
Mm-hmm.
And I end up doing a doo-wop song. And it's funny, but they love it. You get where I'm coming from? And they love it in the field. You get my drift? And it's just all about, to me, the producer themselves. Because they're the ones that got their craft that they're creating for you. And as a songwriter, I feel like if you're a good songwriter, then you should be able to gravitate to almost anything in the sense of that level. I feel, it's my opinion, but it's just as a songwriter, you should be able to gravitate. You feel something about, or challenge yourself. Cause see, I like to challenge myself too, also. Cause imagine, brother, coming from a rap to that was a challenge, of course.
Right,
but
right.
Challenging yourself to me is the hype that hyped me up. Is challenging myself to do this, and then you accomplish the goal, make you feel even better.
I can dig it. And then what's so interesting about you now, and I'm gonna pinpoint this out. I've interviewed a lot of guests when it comes to entertainment, music, and whether it's rap, whether it's country, whether it's jazz, blues, southern soul.
Yes, sir.
But when you said doo-wop, you got to be a real music connoisseur to really understand what doo-wop is. So basically, you just told me that you mixed some Frankie Lyman in with some southern soul. It made it happen.
Yeah, man, I got a song called "Number One Fan." Everybody check it out. Everybody love it, man. I mean, it's a crowd favorite. It's called "Number One Fan," man. So you play "Number One Fan," I guarantee you'll like it.
I know what it is. I listened to some of your songs before we came on air.
Okay, yeah. So
yeah.
Exactly.
So that's why I said that Frank and Lyman reference.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I already had listened to the song.
Yeah. So you see where I'm coming from, right? It allowed me to open up. It's like taking a book, and you got a book with a lot of information in it, and it allowed me to sit here and put this book together, and I was able to put chapter this, chapter that, chapter this. Okay, this is Dubba Shottz book.
Yeah,
pretty much.
That's dope, man. That's dope, man. So
yes, sir.
So man, as far as you, what you working on nowadays?
Okay, right now, I just got through dropping some new stuff for the trail ride, Go Mama, for Mother's Day, for the trail ride, and I just got through dropping my other Southern Soul track that I feel good about because it got a little blues in it. Southern Soul track. It's for the juke joints, I call it. And that right there called "Take It to the Flow." And,
okay. So you got something for the boot. So you got something for the bootleg man. Yeah,
exactly. For the bootleg man to play while they coming in buying the liquor. You know what I'm talking about?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So
yeah.
Yeah. So and one thing, if you listen to my music, one thing you notice, though, no song sound the same.
That's good. That's good, man. That's like diversity. That's a different variety.
Exactly.
So, and man, shout out to the homie Rico Casey for tapping in, man. Appreciate you, brother.
Shout out.
Yeah, man. So, man, our time is about up. So, where can people find? Yeah, what people can find you at? You know what I mean?
Oh, okay, yeah, yes. All you got to do is Google me, DUBBA space SHOTTZ, Dubba Shottz, and you can Google me, and then you can find me on all social media. All the information will be right in Google. Once you Google me, everything will pop up. And also, I forgot that if you wonder why this sign's behind me, I'm sponsored by a cognac company called Revanche. And this right here was created for me. This is called a Dubba Shottz, yo.
That's dope. That's dope.
So, yeah.
You know what? Just tell me right there. Tell me one thing. You sing, perfect your craft, and your team be working on other things.
That's right, baby.
I love it.
That's right. Yeah, Team Dubba Shottz, we moving, man, and I love it, man. I love it. With Boss Hustle Entertainment, like I said, Jen been a great help to me and everything, and my manager is been real dope, man. My manager's I ain't gonna lie, we call her Bond the Super Manager, man. Now then I gave her a new name, a Boss Lady. So my shout out to both of them, cause I ain't gonna lie. And then I got a lot of other help. Got Diane. I got Diane that's helping me out, man. And I mean, honestly, I got a whole women team, believe it or not, bro. The only guy that's helping me that be around me is Joe Curry.
I ain't mad with you, brother. Hey, man.
And Polo Don Red. Yeah, Polo.
Right.
Polo. Other than that, I got a whole woman team, and they work hard, man. They work real hard to keep this going.
That's really good. And so, however you need to get it done, get it done, man. So,
yes, sir.
I just want to say I appreciate you coming on and chopping it up with me, man. And
yes, sir.
And you're welcome back anytime. Yes, sir. I'm glad you did. You're welcome back anytime.
I appreciate it, King.
But until the next time, man, I'm going to say peace, love, and blessings, and we out of here.
We out of here, everybody.
I can't go another day with this on my mind. And I think it's time for a discussion. Why you so hard? Show me that you love me, baby. Why you so hard? Show me that you care. So many days, so many nights, so many tears. I had to cry. Told me you love me. That was a lie.